Hello, good people. Welcome to Raw Vegan Rising. My name is Shane Sterling. How are you guys doing today? Thanks for clicking on this video. I'm going to talk about how I smoked for 24 years of my life and how I quit. Now today, I don't eat any meat, dairy, eggs, sugar, starches, processed carbohydrates, or any processed food, any sweeteners at all. No alcohol, no caffeine, no tobacco, no stimulants in my life. I'm 100% raw vegan. I have been for 3 years, and I know how to quit addictions. I've done it. I've given up every single addiction that is known and every addiction that I've had in my life. Now, how did I do this? Well, I'm going to tell you how I did it. Okay, so when I was a kid, 10 years old, both my parents smoked. I snuck my first cigarette out behind the barn. I tried it, lit that thing up. It was disgusting, of course. But by the time I was 16, I was smoking cigarettes at lunchtime at high school, and all my friends were smoking. This was back in the 80s. So I was a smoker by no time, okay? And then in my 20s, I started rolling my own, and I used to justify it by saying, oh, I'm just having a little bit. Just roll little ones, you know. And, it's harmless. I like tobacco. It helps me think. It helps me be creative. I used to justify my use of tobacco all the time. And that's perfectly normal. That's not anyone's fault. You know, we use these stimulants in our life because, you know, we're not living into our highest potential. You know, we don't have the self-worth. We don't have the self-esteem yet to really get past these addictions. So I think when we have a vision in our life, of a higher purpose, a vision of perfection of our life, we really need to listen to that. That's our higher self wanting to come through, okay? We all have that. We all have glimpses in our mind of a perfect life for ourselves, you know, where we're addiction free, where we're the weight we want to be, where we have, you know, the body we want, and we have the money and the finances and the relationships we want. We owe it to ourselves to listen to that because we have a connection to our higher self, and that vision of perfection is coming through from the higher self. And the deeper relationship we have with our higher self, the clearer that vision is going to be. It's not just a thought. It's not just wishful thinking. It's actually our divine birthright. We owe it to ourselves to live into that, to allow that vision to really be strong in our mind. Okay, so I've had that. I've had that vision in my mind of what my life should be like and what that image of perfection of my life would look like. And it didn't include smoking or sugar or meat or dairy or eggs or any of it. So little by little, I've worked to break all these addictions. Now look, we don't just give something up because we're going to turn to some other bad habit to make up for it. Okay, the real solution here is to replace what we're giving up with something better. Okay, when I put down tobacco for the first time in my life after smoking for 24 years, I quit cold turkey. I put it down and I never went back. And what I did at the time was I built a gym in my garage. I got dumbbells and barbells and a bench and floor mats, and I built this little home gym. So anytime I was craving tobacco, I could go into my gym and pump weights, get my muscles filled with blood, get my brain going, get my heart going, you know? And this was how I replaced smoking tobacco with something productive and something healthy. And then eventually that broke way to the next thing, which was caffeine. And shortly after I quit caffeine. And shortly after that, I quit sugar. And shortly after that, I started to quit processed carbohydrates. And then shortly after that, I realized I wanted to be 100% raw vegan. And then I did a juice fast and I detoxed for, like 3 months. And now I'm 100% raw vegan, have been for 3 years, and I'm a coach. I help people find that motivation within themselves to break their addictions. So now I'm giving back. I'm in service to others. Now I believe there's 4 pillars of success in our life, and all 4 of these pillars matter. That's finances, health, relationships, and service work. We have to have all 4 of those in place for us to be feeling fulfilled in life, happy in life. If we're going to feel happy, we have to have all 4 of those to some degree, which means we really have to start thinking about how we're going to give back. What is it that we can do to pay it forward, you know? So I think the key is to realize that we have a seed in our heart. We were stamped with a seal when we were born that makes us an expert in something. No matter how much education we have or don't have, no matter how much qualifications we do or don't have, even if we're overweight and we want to be skinny, even if we're broke but we want to be rich, all of those things don't matter. What matters is that you have something you're really good at in your heart, and you don't need any more education or qualifications to be good at that thing. So you need to allow that to be what you invest time in. You know, that's what I did. When I quit caffeine and tobacco and smoking for 24 years, it was because I really had this vision that I could make a difference. I could be so much more than that. And I wanted to be clear and focused so I could show up for people, so I could do the dance with life whenever something was needed from me, whether it was from my wife or my kids or my work or a client. I would be able to just be there at a moment's notice and do a high level, high caliber amount of work. Okay. So breaking addiction is not just as easy as wanting it. We have to first replace it with something. Okay. Something healthy, a healthy habit, whether that's juicing or raw food or healthy food, or exercise. Replace it with something productive, but also hook into the vision of what we're naturally good at. If you didn't have to make money, what would you do anyway? If you didn't have to get out of bed in the morning, what would you get out of bed for anyway? That's the seed that was placed in your heart that you are already an expert at. And you need to really live into that and feel that. And this is what it's brought me to. 100% raw vegan, for 3 years, working as a health coach to help other people get empowered and motivated and see that vision within themselves. I love my life right now. I was just at the grocery store the other day and I was thinking how incredibly grateful I am for my lifestyle. I have freed myself from the addictions of cooked food and animal products. I was at the grocery store, not judging, but just seeing what people had in their shopping carts and remembering what it was like to be in that place and at that stage. Feeling so incredibly grateful for all of the hard work I've invested in, all of the addictions I've broken free from, and realizing how under the thumb we all are of our addictions in our life. There's not any better pursuit for each one of us to undertake than to break free from food addictions, mental addictions, substance addictions, stimulant addictions. That includes food and sugar and meat and dairy and alcohol and all of it. We don't need any of that to shine our highest, most vibrant self. We really owe it to ourselves and to the vision of our future to get off of all of that and to show up for life at the best, highest capacity we all possibly can. And you have that vision in your heart. I know you do, just like I did. And it's coming from your higher self, and it's powerful, and it's meaningful, and it's yours, and it's your stamp, it's your seed, it's your golden ticket that you were given by your higher self, by the divine, by God, whatever you want to call it. And it's in you, and it's not going to go away. It's never going to go away. It's always going to be trying to express itself through higher and higher versions and bring you up to that level. It wants to be expressed, right? So it's okay to listen. It's okay to let go of who we have always been. There's a saying that I just love, that we're not afraid of the unknown. We're afraid of letting go of the known, because we've built up all these constructs of who we are, and letting go of that is what's scary. The unknown's fine. We can take on the unknown, but who are we going to be? What do we have to let go of? That's the scary part. I've let go of it all. I've let go of tobacco, caffeine, alcohol, meat, dairy, sugar, cooked food. And I live pure and clean and in alignment with my highest vision today. And I'm so extremely grateful. So I have something cool for you. If you need motivation, support, accountability, a community of people to help you break your addictions, I have a group coaching program called Raw Vegan Heroes. It's a Facebook group community. Okay. It costs $14.99 a month. I do a 1-hour weekly live stream in there, answering everybody's questions about motivation, about raw food, about diet, health, the 4 pillars of success and fulfillment, which are health, finance, relationships, and purpose work. I talk about it all the time. If you need more clarity and support on these things, and you have addictions to break and you want to get over the hurdles, then come on into Raw Vegan Heroes, try it out. There's no contract. It's $14.99 a month. If you don't like it, you can leave. You've got nothing to lose, seriously, except your addictions. And I love helping people with this level of empowerment, okay? It's taken me years and years of my own failures to realize how successful I really am. My failures have taught me so much more about success than my successes ever have. In fact, I define my success by my struggle and my failure at this point. So no matter where you are on your path, you don't need more perfection. You don't need more qualifications. You don't need more education to make a difference, to help people, to get on purpose in your life. All you needed to do is get out of your own way and realize how much of a difference you can make right now. That's the key. You're not broken. You're not damaged. You're not bad. And it's not your fault. Our system is the problem, okay? Life has bad systems in place, but there are ways around it. There are ways where we can work on our empowerment to get ourselves out of this. I want to help you with that. That's what Raw Vegan Heroes is for. If you want support, try it out. Join Raw Vegan Heroes for $14.99 a month. rawveganrising.com/membership. The link is in the description. I'm here for you guys. And I just think we all need to rise and shine. Time to wake up. Time to get this planet in shape, you know? I mean, we can do this together. Much love to all of you. I hope you have a great day. Blessings. And I will see you in the next one.